Hey, hey! And welcome to theCUBE, the show where I sit down with good friends and have a long drawn-out talk about absolutely nothing. I'm your host, Why Not Tuneish, and today I have a very special guest in theCUBE with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Matthew Roberts, creator and pretty much main guy of Bonebag Comics. Say hello, Matthew.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I've been wanting to ask you to come on this show for at least a few months now, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, it's been a real pleasure.
I'm glad you made time with me. You got a busy schedule.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's say you got kids of your own. You got a comic you're creating. You're bound to have something else in the works. I'm sure of it. Just something else to keep you away from my cube.
Yeah, it's a pretty busy schedule over here.
So before we really get into things, why don't you take a minute to tell the audience who you are for those who may or may not be following you at this moment.
Okay, that's a great way to start. All right, so my name is Matthew Roberts. I've been drawing most of my life. I created Bonebag Comics way back in, I'd say, 2012, and just having fun with it, not really knowing what to do. Eventually, I made enough that I thought, you know what, I'll put it out on the internet, the Instagrams, the Facebook, and see how people receive it. And for the most part, it was really good. What was really interesting is getting a lot of positive feedback from other content creators. And I just wanted to create something that was like a mix of Calvin Hobbes, Tim Burton, sort of like spooky, but not like horrific. It's basically my love for all 90's cartoons from way back then, like Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice and whatnot. And I just wanted to make that part of what I love to create.
The 90's, back when cartoons were at their absolute peak, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were pretty great. I can't say there wasn't a single cartoon that I missed out on.
Oh, no. Everything was, it was all for kids. It was all for the adults. It had a good mix of everything that you loved about animated stories. And it felt like we had finally gotten the formula right. And then everything went downhill and they got safer.
I don't know about safer. They definitely like changed up their story tactics. Or do you remember back in the day when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were like the hit show, and then they had all these like anthropomorphic spin-offs like Biker Mice from Mars, Street Shark.
I remember Street Shark specifically.
Yeah. There was Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
That's an interesting one.
I think about like cowboys, but they're cows, and they do cowboy things. They didn't have guns. They had they did have guns, but they didn't shoot bullets. What they did is they shoot the sheriff, his guns would shoot literal like sheriff badges, the little star, the 10 stars.
That's definitely
his concept. Oh my goodness, it was so out there.
Now, you hesitated, and I thought you were about to say they just shot milk from their udders.
No. They definitely stayed away from like the crass humor. That was all left to Nickelodeon's Ren and Stimpy and Rocko's Modern Life.
I was hoping you'd bring up Rocko.
They were only made for one thing, to sell toys.
Oh, yeah. Between the two of them, I think Rocko's Modern Life might have been my favorite between them.
Well, it definitely had more nuance, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was weird and wacky and gross, and anything like to compete with the other things that were out there at the time, like, what was it? Beavis and Butthead, MTV's Liquid Television, all that stuff, where they were just trying to be as gross as possible because kids love that.
It's definitely the area that Nickelodeon specifically got caught up in that time period. Nickelodeon was disgusting. Gak?
Gak was their biggest seller.
Yeah.
It was that silly, slimy, putty stuff. because Play-Doh was, not cool anymore, so they invented GAC, and it was like,
and then they used it in a lot of their live action shows.
Yes.
Let's see. Nickelodeon was disgusting humor. Cartoon Network was violent humor, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Like, okay, so originally, Cartoon Network came about. Ted Turner had this great idea. I'm going to buy up all these, licenses and properties. I'm going to put it on my one channel, and it's going to be like 24 hours nonstop Cartoon Network. And for the most part, it was a lot of Hanna-Barbera's, like either best or most forgotten. And it gave Hanna-Barbera like that second win, because Hanna-Barbera went downhill during the 80s.
Oh boy.
Because all the cartoons back then, they were just made to sell toys, and they had all the toys and all the action figures and stuff, and Hanna-Barbera just didn't really have that kind of formula.
Right.
And so it wasn't until Cartoon Network came about, and they had these revamp of like, hey, let's get some new blood in here. Who wants to make their own animated cartoons come true? And they had Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls and Johnny Bravo.
So many of my favorite cartoons.
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of that was like what I drew inspiration from when I created Bonebag Comics.
Now, I would have assumed your main source of inspiration would have been The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, that's another great classic. One of my friends, he lives in North Carolina. He was a big fan of my comics. He was like, dude, I'd like to do the voice of your characters. Like, well, yeah, sure. Let's hear it.
Oh, wait, is that the guy who does Bonebag's voice?
Yeah, his name is Caleb Carson.
He's going to be linked down below, everybody. Flash him on screen.
He's a pretty fantastic voice actor. He does a lot of improv in his own right. And, he's brilliant. He really knows how to deliver the characters.
I want you to tell him that some random gray dude on the internet thinks he has a beautiful voice.
But yeah, you can find him, like, he's got stuff on I guess TikTok. I think that's where he mostly like hangs about. But yeah, I've seen a few of his videos and his work. And it's great.
Now, you said that Bonebag Comics did not actually start online. Where were you putting all these? Or were you just doing it for fun?
Well, yeah, it was all just for fun. Like originally, Bonebag Comics started out as a project in what was it? In college. Like for one of my courses, I had to actually make a comic book. And so I just had some like big sketchbook full of random characters. The creation of Grimm, oh my gosh, he was basically amalgam of everything that was 90s. I gave him like Fred Durst's backwards hat. I gave him the body of one of those Disney gargoyle characters.
I thought it looked
that year, the Jar Jar Binks, Nightcrawler's tail. Yeah, and I just wanted him to be kind of like he has the heart of a warrior, but the soul of a slacker. It's just kind of like he can do a lot of stuff. He's kind of like a walking bag of holding. He can just pull stuff out of his guts and just like whatever he needs for the situation.
He's certainly a perfect mascot character, if anything.
Yeah, he makes a great assistant.
I feel like he's let's see, what's a modern one to pull from? He's the Rigby of the team, if anything.
Yes, not Adventure Time, regular show. Yes,
yeah.
There's always a tall one and a short one.
Yeah, the short one's always the more chaotic. Oh man, I love Grimm, but I don't know which one I like more, Grimm or Bonebag. But Grimm, he's someone I would love to hang out to and somehow black out with when he. I don't know. I expect us to go out for drinks, and the next time I wake up, we've overthrown Canada or something.
Oh, nice, very nice. Bonebag himself, he's a very talented necromancer, but he just didn't see that as his like goal in life. They both come from like the underside, which is kind of like the netherworld, the underworld, whatever you want to call it. And
we've got a lot of names for it.
He basically just kind of left home and moved out to the suburbs just to kind of get away from it all and really find his actual passion.
That sounds like the plot of like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds vaguely similar to the plot of Neighbors from Hell. If anyone out there knows what Neighbors from Hell
gosh, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, the had Patton Oswalt as the dog.
I found out about Neighbors from Hell like 2 weeks ago and binged the whole thing.
I watched I guess the first 8 episodes.
Oh yeah, 8. You're only missing 2 then. There's only 10 episodes.
Kind of petered out or I lost interest. One of my favorite series was on. It was either I think it was on Comedy Central back in the day. It was what's it called? Oh man, it was about living in New York. But there were monsters and demons everywhere.
That sounds interesting. I don't know what you're talking about, but I kind of want to watch it.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I blanked on it. It's one of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah?
Oh man, I'll have to look it up later.
What is it, man? Tell us.
I'm Googling it right now.
Do it. We'll wait. Guys, everyone out there, sit in silence.
Stop. Okay, so it was I'm trying to Google and I don't know how to find it's
this is the uncomfortable silence portion of the show, everybody.
Okay, we'll come back to it as soon as we pass that. We'll come back to it. But
what's going to happen? It's going to have to be the first comment you post under this video.
Yeah, I have to. I have to make sure that people can find it.
Oh yeah, all 30 people watching.
But to say the least, a lot of my comics are definitely drawn from cartoons from the 90s, and I guess later on as I grew up watching more adult cartoons. But I always wanted to make sure that if I made something, I wouldn't be worried if my kids see it later and Dad, what were you thinking? I don't know. I was really weird.
Oh yeah,
when I was
necromancers and demon possession, perfect fodder for children.
Something like that.
I have no room to judge any of this. I grew up with Invader Zim. I grew up with stuff like Invader Zim, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I grew up with stuff that should have scared me as a kid and didn't. I found that weird when I learned later in life that everyone in my age group, I'm in my early 20s for everyone out there. If you don't know that yet somehow, I mention it constantly.
Wait. You're only in your 20s?
I'm only in my 20s. I am... How old am I? 23.
Goodness, you are a child compared to me.
Oh, yeah. You're the oldest guest I've ever had on here.
41 this year.
You have almost 2 decades on me.
Yes, dude. I was born in 1983. I've seen all the 80s and all the 90s and what came after that. Oh, I remember. It was called Ugly Americans.
That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
I mean, it's a guy who works as I guess he was, he helped people who were coming from I guess hell, getting them acclimated to life in New York, which wasn't a big leap for everyone, but it was pretty funny. It was a great show.
I've looked at this show before. I've never seen it, but It
did 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons.
You know what? This is going on my binge. Why does this guy look like? Why does this guy look exactly like Jim from The Office?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When did this come out? I think it came out in 2010, maybe 2011.
This is just Jim.
He doesn't have the same personality.
I don't know. This little smirk I have here. He kind of looks like he would have the same personality.
He's not that cool. He's very I mean, obviously he's dating his coworker or his boss. She's a demoness.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, and they all sell What the hell do they sell in the office?
They're social workers.
Yeah, but what do they do?
They help people like make it,
realize their dreams, their financial dreams or something?
No. Like a social worker just basically takes people who don't know how to make it in the real world, and they either like set them up with jobs, they give them ways to make can earn a living, or like find a stable environment that they can because imagine like you're a vampire and nobody wants to hire the undead for whatever reason. And so they just try and we tried to get you this job at the hospital, but you drank all the blood. Now that's on me. I should have known better. Putting like an alcoholic behind a bar, it's kind of like the same.
Oh my goodness! I put in work at a blood drive.
It was a pretty good show.
I think I might have to give this a binge later.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. You'll enjoy it. But So Bonebag Comics really kind of took off around, I want to say, after 2021. Because that's when I
found you about late 2022, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's when I started peaking. Everyone just started seeing my stuff, or I started doing a lot of collaborations with other comic book creators, like the Underfold, Bonnie Zed, which he's actually an Italian comic creator, and we kind of found each other versus hey, this guy has a zombie type character who wears a purple shirt. I
remember that one.
Has a purple shirt, and just whoa, did we just become best friends? I guess so. And so we start reading each other's comics, and he's very talented, and for a living he actually does understand the algorithm and social media, and so he helped me out greatly. You post this time at this time, hashtag this, hashtag that, and it really bumped up my followers.
Oh man, is he available for tutoring? I could use a little help.
I think so. I mean, I could pass on the same knowledge that he told me. Just, if you're going to want to try and make it, doing hashtags. Well, at the time, hashtags were really working.
Oh yeah.
And not just a broad spectrum, although that sometimes helps, but getting specific, finding those hashtags that really niche what you're trying to put across, like comics, comic books, comic art, spooky art,
necromancy.
Yes, necromancer and all that. And it just eventually worked out really well. And then learning about what time of day works best, because I usually like to post early in the morning, or around lunchtime if it's on the weekends, and seeing what days work best, who sees my stuff. And occasionally I would have a good set of stats, and then Instagram would just be oh, I really like that, I'm going to let everyone see it. And it would blow my stats out of the water. Why? Everyone was just enjoying this, and now everyone is seeing this one post that I made. In one day, the number of likes went from 20 to 150. I'm no, that's you're totally ruining my data. But eventually I figured out what was going on, and what worked and what didn't, and it's still a lot of process on making it as a content creator.
It's all just one long trail of work, really, to rig that peak of the hill.
Because I get so invested in my comic, when I'm making it, when I get the idea of what I want to make, and then digitally coloring it and making it all nice and getting it the right size for distribution on Instagram's page or on Reddit. If I want people to check my spelling, that's the only reason I ever post comics on Reddit, is if there's a spelling error, they will let you know.
Oh yeah. They'll shame you hard for it. It's their job.
Nitpick you to death. like I can understand like there are some content creators like what's her name? Pizza Cake Comics.
We all know Pizza Cake.
Yes, she's an amazing person, a wonderful person. I got to collaborate with her on a comic not too long ago this year, and it was great. We have a lot in common. I live in Texas. She lives in Canada. That's like, but we both have like kids.
It's a lot in common.
juggle our jobs and our content and creations, but like she makes really great comics, and
she makes relatable stuff for the most part.
It's one of those type of comics like people make diary comics or slice of life comics.
Yeah.
And I wanted to try that genre because I was seeing a lot of popularity with it, but I could not see doing that to Bonebag.
It's a little hard when you have so many magical elements. The only people I personally know who make sort of slice of life stuff are the Sommerfelds online, whom I've brought up once or twice. Great guys. I work with them.
That's awesome. I really enjoy getting to talk with other content creators.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun learning their process, isn't it?
Well, sometimes you can look at their artwork and like, oh man, I really like how they did that. Maybe I can kind of implement that into my artwork. Or like, wow, I really like their style. They really know how to like express their character with the big eyes. Maybe I can do that with mine and just kind of like, just see what works. And over the years, I figured out what works best for my comics and what doesn't. Like, gosh, I originally I wanted to make comic books.
Oh yeah, like physical comic books.
Yes. And I kind of did that. There was this contest way back in the day called 24-Hour Comics.
Yeah.
It was like a global thing. Like one day in May, everyone would, get together at like comic book shops. And you had like 24 pages. You had to like create your comic in 24 hours. That means that like every hour you needed to create one whole page. That was like drawing it, inking it. You didn't have to color it, but you kind of had to add some sort of like, I guess, grayscale to it just to make it like pop a little bit more. You had to do the word bubbles to it.
Right.
I mean, that was intense. It was so much fun. It really was. It's like a marathon. By 4 a.m., you are bonkers. You are crazy. You are like, this is insane. I've only done like 12 pages, and I've still got like 6 hours left to go. It's really crazy. It was fun.
By the 20th hour, you're just like, man, maybe I should go back to work. Maybe I should go back to work on my law degree or something. This sucks.
You really start rethinking your life choices. But no, what was great is like you can see the progression, or I should say, the degrading of a comic as the time went along. Like in the first couple pages, it's really detailed and it looks magnificent, and then like toward the middle it's like very like broad strokes and like a little wonky and like it's interpretation, and by the end nothing makes sense. It's all like just like big pages of like text just so they don't have to draw anything, and or like explosions or splash pages just so they could like get through it and stop. There were people that just would quit. Like they were like just too tired, their hands hurt, they'd give up at the the midnight mark or later, 2 a.m. and just like call it a night. There were other kids that would like do it at their house, and then they would just come in and like turn it in. Like, dude, that seems
like a little cheating.
It seems like a little cheating, yeah. Because like, how do we know that you started at the 24-hour mark?
Yeah, if I did something like that, I absolutely made it a year in advance.
Right?
I think absolutely just cranked this out in 4 hours, no problem.
I still have my old 24-hour comic. It's somewhere in the office.
You know what you should do? You should post that on a special event.
Oh no, it was awful.
Come on, they can share in the misery. It'll be perfect. Just a chance to take jabs at yourself. Oh my god.
It has nothing to do with Bonebag Comics. It was just like a crazy idea I had, just on the spot. It was more like what's the best way to describe it? Like okay, yeah. Do you remember Calvin and Hobbes' Spaceman Spiff?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, well, it was Calvin's little alter ego when he'd imagine himself as a space explorer. Basically, that's what I was trying to shoot for.
Calvin and Hobbes is just so precious.
It's definitely one of my biggest all-time biggest influences on making or wanting to make comics.
It's a good thing to pull from. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of Calvin and Hobbes and like strictly like a big time professional guys like that, do you think you'd more want to make Bonebag Comics into a full television production, or would you like to see it in like the New Yorker?
That's a toughie.
It is, right? Both are like the top of their fields.
My comics are, those who actually put their comics in like magazines and stuff like that, they either have like that one big page spread, kind of like The Far Side, which that's a great one. But I think my comics are kind of like more like the Sunday funnies, like because I could do like 4 panels, easy peasy. But like for those who do it professionally and have to come up with a new comic constantly, that would drain me. Like you sort of like people who just go insane with like having to produce and produce and produce, and then there's nothing left. Like the guy who made Family Circus.
Yeah.
He is crazy. He is just insane.
Wait, is he actually just completely bonkers?
Well, yeah, like okay, it's the ones that make crazy comics, with like The Far Side or anything that allows a person to escape reality by going ballistic or egotistical. Those are normal people. But if you just make comics about a family circus and the kids like exploring the layout of the backyard and
at some point it gets nuts.
They're definitely going to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, fun fact. In almost every video, there's at least one point where we have to cut out a major chunk like this.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah, that's why I always try and block out an hour and a half just in case.
Actually, that was going to be the name of my son, just in case.
Justin. Damn it.
Okay. Obviously, I didn't go with that. That did not pan out, but still,
now
I was like,
that joke.
We had our 2 kids.
That joke is so good. I might have to keep this part in the video.
Okay, well, I can say that again if you want.
No. I think we're keeping this in. We'll just cut. We'll cut here. I am not. I'm not letting you do that again. It's such a simple dad joke, but it's perfect, just in case.
Oh, dude, I was super serious. I was like looking at my wife like, we have 2 kids. She wanted to have one more. I'm like, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of us. It's great. We don't need any more. But like, I really want a boy. Like, I understand, but if you want one, I get to name him. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to name him? I'm going to name him just in case. He's like, no. I was like, well, I guess we're not having a kid. Long story short, we did have a 3rd kid. And I was like, oh, sweet, I get to use it. And she's like, no, I'm still saying no to this. Why don't you pick your grandfather's name? We'll just stick with that. Okay, I guess I'll work. Man, I could have really ruined this kid's life.
You are the kind of dad I want to be one day.
Oh man, dude, the pinnacle of names, bad names that parents give their kids. I knew this girl back in high school, Spanish 1.
Yeah.
Nicest person ever. She was like a cheerleader, very popular, very cool. Her name was Crystal, and her last name was Lear. Well, unbeknownst to any of us, like our teacher is doing roll, and she calls out everyone's name, like full name. And she comes up to her, and her name is Crystal Shanda Lear. And we all slow look at her like, WTF. How did and she's like, like you could see the life just coming out of her.
My dark secret is revealed. I'll never live this down.
Yeah. And we were just like, what is wrong with your parents? That's like our first thought. Like we didn't laugh at her. We were just kind of like,
you were sad.
So sorry. We all. He's such a nice person and very cool, but she got stuck with such a terrible name.
You are
she got married.
You are a better You are a better man than I. I don't think I would have been able to keep from laughing.
I totally laughed after I left the room. I was like clawing that.
You see, I thought for certain you were going to say her middle name was like Clementine or something, so that when it's all written out, her name was Crystal Clear.
That would have probably been even better. Crystal Shanda Lear. That they literally had to like, I got it, hun. We got this name. We got it. They had to have come to an agreement about it. There's no way they could have just like slid that underneath the table. Like, hey, what'd you name our kid while I was on drugs? Crystal Chandelier. Like, why?
It's awesome.
Here, I want that birth certificate burned.
To have been the doctor in the room at that moment.
Are we recording? I hope so.
We've been recording for a while.
That's good.
Guys, I know that was a bit hard. Bonebag had to step out for a minute. I had to keep this in. Oh my god. What sucks is that she probably when did you meet this girl?
This was in high school.
Oh, she probably wasn't old enough yet.
Not even a junior yet.
Okay,
probably sophomore.
If she could have kept that hidden for a while longer, when she turned 18, she's legally allowed to change her name, and it's only like $200.
But I'm just wondering what college life was like for her. Oh, I bet she went.
Oh man, yeah. She either became really cool, or it became a great running joke.
Neither would surprise me, honestly. But she seemed cool back then, so it probably didn't hit her like all that hard.
Yeah. Personally, I'd never change my name. I like my name, but I always feel uncomfortable saying it whenever I'm doing like production stuff. Like, you guys will see, even in the live action stuff I put on this channel, I'm never addressed by my name. I'm always just Why Not Tuneish. And for those who may or may not have a guess, no, my name is not James and it's not Jim. That's just a name I pulled out of my butt for cure-all.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Honestly, like college was great for me because like I grew up, I guess you could say like we were highly Christian family.
Aww.
And I know.
That's wonderful.
It wasn't bad. It was fine. But I knew that like once I got into college and I was living on my own and out from underneath my parents, like house, I could make my own rules and figure out who I am and what I wanted to be and all that stuff. So I went by my middle name, which is Ryan.
Oh.
And I liked it because it had that alliteration, Ryan Roberts, and that seemed like, oh man, I feel like I'm this guy. I'm Ryan. Well, when you go to like a bar or a club and they have very loud music, and it's hard to like meet new people
Yeah.
and just like, hey, my name is Ryan. Like, oh, Brian? No. Ryan. Oh, Brandon? No. Ryan. Oh,
Jimmy?
Random. Yeah. It's like, yeah, my name's Random.
Nice to meet you, Kyle.
But that stuck. Like for the longest time, I knew these kids in college for years, at least 4, and they only knew me as Random.
Really?
I'm like, yeah. It's like no one wanted to see my driver's license. No one like questioned it. I mean, obviously I'm a really random guy, but that just seemed like, okay. And I didn't even bother correcting any of it. So it's also on me for doing that.
Yeah, at some point it's too late to take it back. You've been random for too long.
Late. Yeah. I was random for too long. By the time that they all like figured out like that wasn't my real name, they kind of looked at me like, who is this person? No, we know Random. We don't know Ryan. He's not allowed to come over for Thanksgiving. But yeah, sure. It was very great because I was able to like take courses on digital Photoshop and really learn how to make comics instead of by hand or on sticky notes. I graduated toward the digital realm, and that really helped out.
I bet. Yeah, you got to be there. What was it? They were like, what was Adobe up to at that point when you were in college?
Oh,
how good was the
you
software?
You mean price tag?
Yeah, price and technology-wise, where were they?
Give me a second. I think I started with Photoshop 3, version 3, and then I bought the license and all the stuff around Photoshop 5. And I'm just kind of stuck there. At least I think that's what I still have. I could look it up and see like how many versions of Photoshop there are. For the most part, yeah. I just kind of like I found the one that worked for me, and I didn't want to upgrade or downgrade or anything like that. So I just kind of like stuck with it. But occasionally, like I would, like a computer would crash or the tablet would stop working, and I'd have to like get it all back. That was always the hardest part. Is like when the either the software and the hardware would no longer be compatible, and I had to make it kind of like patch together with something different. So my art and my style would definitely change depending on like what I was working with at the time.
Stuff happens. Yeah, you learn to do what you do with what you do. I lost my train of thought while saying that. I'm sorry. You learn to make do with what you have is what I was trying to say, I think.
Well, what questions did you want to ask?
Let's see. It's actually been a while since I had to open my question folder. I'm surprised at how far we got without having to address it. All right, let's see. All right, Bonebag, every time I do this, I ask people to just choose a random number. Give me 1 through 20. And we really only have time for about 1, but you know what? That is starting to become the usual here. 5?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is an interesting one. You talked a lot about the early 90s of cartoons, so here's a good question. What do you think would be the best fictional cartoon food? We're talking anything from like the Jawbreakers from Ed, Edd and Eddy, Krabby Patty from SpongeBob, maybe the pork rinds and chicken butts or whatever it was from Cow and Chicken. Pork taters? I don't remember what it was.
All right. I'm going to say that, those are all like really great suggestions.
Right?
I mean, if you've ever watched like anime and they make, Asian food look delish.
Oh my god!
But if I was going with any kind of like, no, I got it. The Brontosaurus ribs from Flintstones. Yes,
oh my!
The gigantic, like they'll knock your car over. Just put it on your window.
You want you want food that's going to cause property damage. I get it.
Yes, and maybe a coronary heart attack. Yes.
Die happy knowing you got to taste the giant T-Rex ribs. My goodness,
And
I
the
remember.
problem with that, they'll probably ask you to pay in advance just in case you die.
Right. I remember when the live action movies, well, I wasn't around when they were made, but I remember watching them. I loved how they made everything just absolutely gigantic in those movies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the burgers
Yeah,
were
it
the
was
size
really
of
good.
tires. Each fry was the size of a freaking bone.
Goodness, if you remember, was it Honey I Shrunk the Kid? Oh God, like when they made that gigantic oat milk cream pie
Oh,
set, and
yeah.
the kids are like all over it and just like eating it like that. Like, oh, dude, that was the bomb.com.
You
I
know that was your
yes,
childhood
shrink
dream.
me down.
You know your childhood dream was to shrink yourself down so you could better eat your favorite foods.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Or better yet, like play with your toys as life size as possible.
Aw, that's cute, but you wouldn't be able to move them as well.
No, but definitely making a house out of Legos would be pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah. I
Except for
wanted to shrink myself down and play inside my Lego sets I made.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
It's just a neat little thing you could do. My goodness, there's a lot of sci-fi, not Scientology. I don't know where that came from.
Way out of left field.
That would have been the second time that I mentioned Scientology on this show. My goodness, last time I was with Lazzy, I pitched a Scientology dating sim.
Wait, I mean, like, I can see that. Like, hey, man, you're a higher tier than me. I'm definitely going to date you.
Come check out.
You're not out of my league.
Come check out my thetan levels.
That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Tom Cruise is a dateable player in the game, but like you try and he just brings you further into the cult. Like there is no true option to date Tom Cruise. Your final date
more
with
like less like Scientology, more like Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah. Your final level with Tom Cruise, he sacrifices you to Zmoog.
Goodness.
Oh my god. You know, Bonebag, there's one thing I did want to ask you. Or rather say to you. I've always wanted to collab with you, but I have no time to collab with you. You don't know how much I would love to appear in one of your comics one day, but I'd need to find a giant block of time to do it. Between college and running this show, I have no time to even breathe.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about this? If you come up with the story, I'll draw it for you.
No, seriously?
With whole panels, and then we can make that happen.
You know what? I do want to. I'm gonna find some way to help out on that more than just writing. I don't want to put all that work on you, but I will take you up on that offer. I'd love to. I'd love to use my remote and just pop in and cause a mess or something. You
Nice.
You know what? I'll haunt their television set. That's what it'll be.
Okay, you could come in as a spook or a specter.
I once
definitely have you.
by the time we're recording this in October, it's only a month or so away. I think I don't remember when this is getting posted. It's either November or December. My profile picture is currently one of my favorite illustrations. It's why not venturing into another universe, pretending to be a specter haunting a television set. Yeah, that's the concept whenever I do stuff like that.
You could definitely update that.
I bet I could. It's been like 2 years since I drew.
What was that show from like it was a movie. Gosh. It had the guy from Three's Company.
Oh, I don't know.
Get sucked into the TV. It was like he made a deal with the devil or something like that. Oh man, it's such a good one.
This sounds like a good movie. It's not ringing many bells. That'll be another missing reference for this show.
Well, I got Ugly Americans, so I'm happy with that.
Well, I guess I have to search what this movie was.
Stay tuned. Yes, Stay Tuned.
Stay tuned?
Oh, it's so good. Yes.
I haven't
look
seen
it up when you get a chance.
I'm going to look it up right after the show and put it on my to-watch list that I mentioned several
It came out in
episodes ago.
1992. It came out in 1992. It had John Ritter as the main character.
John Ritter, you gotta love him.
Yeah, and they had Jeffrey Jones as like the protagonist, the bad guy.
Yeah.
Gets him like sucked into the television, but they made so many great they're basically on a television from hell. So they have like commercials, and the kids are in the backseat yelling like blah 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 blah, and then of course like they're now wearing like face masks, and it's called the Silencers of the Lambs, because back in the day the Silence of the Lambs was a big topic. They were just basically taking anything and everything from pop culture at the time, and it was really great. You definitely are going to enjoy it.
Oh, I just remembered. Okay, speaking of collaborations, someone I'd love to have on this show?
Who?
I want to have the creator of the Whole World show. You remember that guy?
Yeah, dude. I tried to get a collaboration going on with him.
I remember that one.
A couple of comics about him, because I really enjoyed his comics, and they were so weird and random and out there. But apparently he was going through some health issues, and he just had to quit.
Oh, geez.
He couldn't make comics anymore. Yeah, it was pretty bad. He didn't go into details.
Well, now I want him on my show even more. I want to interview him about what's going on. I hope he's okay. Gord is one of my favorite.
I don't know. I can't even tell you the last time, because I usually try and keep up with content creators to see when or if they've been online in a while.
Yeah.
And let's see, if I go onto my Instagram.
Gord is one of my favorite comic characters. That's sad.
Yes. Definitely a great comic. But here's the thing, he had two accounts. One was his Gord Long, the Whole World show. And then he had his own personal account where he discovered, I guess it was Mid Journeys back when it first came out here on Discord.
Yeah.
And he just started making crazy AI art.
I remember him posting a few of those.
Yeah, and some of them were pretty decent.
Oh yeah, they were. Really,
obviously
weird.
it's a prompt. But gosh, it's been a long time since the last time I talked to him. Let me see if I can find out when was the last time I chatted with him. The Whole World show. Maybe I should spell whole without the W.
Yeah, WHOLE. Not correct.
Okay, so the last time he was on, I guess he saw my comic, but he didn't really comment or anything like that. But the last time I actually talked with him was in June of 2023. His back got injured. He had to take a step away from his comic, and I guess he's doing okay. But yeah, nothing more since then, for sure.
Well,
he even submitted one of his comics to the 99, which was a conglomeration of a bunch of us web comic creators. It was I guess sponsored or created by the guy Dane Man, and his web comics kind of got everyone together, and just we all put our favorite comic into this one book, and it did pretty well.
Nice.
I think it won an award last year too.
Oh, that's cool.
Not the Ringo or anything like that, but it was definitely the best. I guess conglomerate. Can't even talk. Collaboration comic.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna stop thinking about that for a while. I hope he's okay. I really hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well,
but yeah, he hasn't been on Instagram in a long time.
A shout out.
I'll probably message him and see if he actually responds back.
A shout out to our buddy at the Whole World show. I know you don't know who I am, but I hope you're okay.
Absolutely.
But
all right, thank you so much for this.
Hey, no problem. We're wrapping amazing. Up. Do you want to let people know where they can find you all online?
Oh yeah,
go ahead and plug yourself before we leave.
You can find Bonebag Comics. I have my own personal web comic. My own personal website for my comic called BonebagComics.com. But you can find me if you just Google up Bonebag Comics. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Tapas, Webtoons, and I always try and keep everything current wherever I post. I'll try and do some sketches and early stuff on my Patreon account. So if you ever want to go to like my Patreon, Bonebag Comics, that's always a great place to find some new stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's always good to like talk with fans and people who are interested in collaborating and really just getting to like pick each other's brains on like what influenced each other on why we make comics.
Well, I'm really glad you got to sit down here and talk about all that with me today. I've been wanting to have you on the show for a good long while.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the poor internet connection. Darn you, AT&T.
Oh, don't worry. I guarantee you our audience won't ever have to hear a bit of that.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. But, I'm sorry, I need a second to find my outro. I forgot to open it up. But before we close out, I'd like to give a special thank you to all the people listening at home. You guys are why I've been putting in the long hours to make these videos happen, despite my hectic schedule. Please remember to like the video, share it to friends, subscribe to tell me you want more episodes, and ring the bell so you're notified on when I upload. Seriously, I'm not always on time, so that's important. Your homework for the episode, I want you to go follow Bonebags on Instagram, make a comment on any of his posts, and tell him Why Not sent me. That's your homework. But, as always, I've been Why Not, he's been Bonebags. This has been
Thank you, Whatnot, and have a bone-tastic day.
And I hope you're entertained. Good night, everybody.